This video is brought to you by my day off because I don't have any other time to do this. Alright, so in this video I'm working on my player's house, starting with fixing up the structure itself, and then I'll be going over the decorations at the end. So for this part, I'm using the mod that I ported over to the Xbox called Post-War and Pre-War Sanctuary House Kit, along with Place Anywhere. And it's simply just choosing a wall and using Place Anywhere to glitch it in. Now, I know there are tons of videos out there similar to this one with different techniques that are probably better than mine and don't have someone using a leaf blower outside their window when they're trying to talk. But I just wanted to show you how I fixed up this house. I've done it a few times but never made a video out of it, and so far this has been the easiest way and it came out better than all the other times that I tried, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So I'm also using the Sanctuary House mod and Place Anywhere for the windows so that they'll actually be windows with glass. And you can do the same thing with the Settlement Objects Expanded mod. It gives you glass walls which you could use to glitch into these windows. I actually demonstrated with that mod in my Minutemen government building where I made a window for the receptionist area. And it was pretty cool. You should check it out. I'll have a link to it at the end of the video. Okay, so while that's going, I want to talk about the idea I had for this house, because as with any build, you can fix it up and decorate it in so many ways depending on what you're going for. And for me, I want to keep it on theme with the rest of my Sanctuary build, which is what the Minutemen are trying to accomplish with this settlement currently in the story. So think of it further down in the story where you sided with the Minutemen, you're still the general, and we have turned Sanctuary into a proper settlement like Diamond City. And I'll expand on that a little bit more when we get to the decorations part. I just wanted to give you guys the general idea. Oh, yeah, because I'm the general? Okay, that was stupid. Alright, so the walls are done and I scrapped the foundation. I wasn't going to, but I really didn't like the way the floors looked. It was too dirty, and this is the general's house, so I'm pretty sure he would fix up the floors a little bit. But all of the important things stayed intact to where they're hovering and didn't sink down, like the kitchen area, the fireplace, things like that. I scrapped everything else that I could replace. See, I'm trying to make this look just like the pre-war house, but with post-war items, which is why I wanted to make sure I didn't have to scrap anything that I couldn't replace. So the floor pieces that I want to use are a part of the Sanctuary House mod, and you see it snap right here. It's because it's snapping to the wall that I placed down to cover up the hole. The problem is that the floors don't line up too well after I place them all down. They leave a few gaps. So here's how I fixed that. You've seen me do this a few times, but since I was able to snap a floor on the inside like you just saw, and it was fairly close to where I wanted it, I snapped out from that spot to over here outside. Then I snapped out a smaller floor and then a shack foundation. You see how when I select the floor, it goes red and rises up a little bit to where you can't really adjust it? That is why the goal is to snap out to a shack foundation where you can move it around, because then the shack foundation becomes your anchor. You can adjust it as much as you need to and then snap floors back out from there. So with this floor already being so close to where I wanted it, I just had to move the shack foundation a little bit to the left. So I get it by itself and then inch it up to where I need it to be. Then everything just snaps back into place and should be fixed. You do have to tinker around with this a little bit depending on the situation, but most of the time it's pretty quick and easy. So yeah, I just snapped all of these floor pieces from that spot, and as you can see, it lines up almost perfectly with the carport. I'm going to add in some solid concrete foundation that we get from Workshop Rearranged as the carport floor, and it's going to look great. Now you will have a little bit of a gap like this in the floor. Is going to happen because the vanilla houses don't line up with the floor pieces that we're given. They're just a little bit wider, which I'm pretty sure Bethesda did that just to piss us off. But all I did was snap floors that hung out the back, and it actually looks like a patio and works with what I'm going for. So yeah, take that, Bethesda! Alright, the last part for the structure is the roof, and that really turned out to be the easiest part. All I did was get out this upper floor piece from the Sanctuary mod, which you can use any roof or floor piece, it doesn't matter, and then I lined it up with this corner over here in the room and used Place Anywhere. Then all the other ones just snap to it. I mean, it's not perfect, some parts of the actual roof hang lower, but overall it's much cleaner and pretty much how I wanted it. Okay, on to the decorations. I will have a full tour in just a minute, but I want to elaborate a little bit more. So, during the tour, I'm going to show you clips from the pre-war house to how it is now after I decorated it. The goal was to decorate it very close to the pre-war house, like almost identical as far as what was used and how they were set up, but I also wanted to give it a post-war new life as the General of the Minutemen kind of vibe. You know, if you think about the character that we're playing and the story, I pictured him keeping his house as close to the way it was as possible, to remember his life before the bomb with his family, but also accepting the new life that he has because, you know, that's part of the story. So I don't change very much, but I do add in a few new things. I chose to keep Sean's room, you know, the crib and most of his room set up the same way, just because, yeah, that was the whole premise of the story, him finding his son. So I picture him not really letting that go. But anyway, here's the tour. I hope you guys like it. Alright, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.